his favors. Say Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon my people. Trust you are all doing fine. You're welcome back to the channel. For those who are just joining us, it's my pleasure to have you here. Hilda is my name, a YouTuber from Northwest Nigeria, Kaduna State, currently residing in the ancient city of Zaria. So it's nice to have you here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to mix egusi, a very popular soup in Nigeria, and it's also a delight in most occasions. Yes, egusi and swallow. So today I'll be showing you how I mix mine, and you can also replicate to make yours too, inshallah. I just added my blended egusi. I got this in the market, the peeled one. Then it was blended with crayfish for me. If you look closely, you can still see tiny bits of crayfish here. Yeah, some people do the blending together like this, others add it later on during the cooking, but I prefer to blend mine together. It's easier for me, and also I found out it gives it more intense flavor. So I will be introducing you to some of the other ingredients I have on ground now. Here I have my locust bean, called Iru by some people, Dadawa in Hausa, and in my own tribe we call it One. So this is the wet one. There are the wet ones, and we also have the ones that are dried. Anyone is good, and this also make your egusi, it takes it to another level. It gives it this sweet African aroma. So I'll be frying this in my red oil. Yes, that part is very important. It gives an intense flavor to your soup. Next here I have my ugu leaf. You can use any kind of leaf you prefer, vegetable you prefer. Here is my ugu leaf. You can use some people use efo. There are different kinds of vegetables you can use. And here I have a mix of beef, fish. I have added pepper, seasoning, curry and thyme. I'm just marinating. Very soon I'll be taking it to cook. I added my seasoning. I used no. Yeah, and today I hope to enjoy this the soup with wheat. I've not had wheat in a long while, so I hope to have it today. So what I'll be doing next now is to mix this egusi. There are different types of egusi soup. There are different methods in making egusi soup. There are some that you like, the Ijebu egusi, you mix it so watery. Yes, there are some that you mix it to be thick. Some you mix it to give you, like in my own place, you add a little bit of water. Then for some of the recipe, you keep going this way, like mixing it and mixing. My people used to call it rima, till you see it forms clumps, and even the oil, the egusi oil, comes out before you start frying. There's also the frying and the boiling method, but for me, I'm going to be using the frying method. There's also another method whereby you would add water, make it into a paste, not too runny. Then you heat your oil, your locust bean in that oil, your onions too. I have my onions cut already, it's not here on set. Then you start adding your mixed egusi, fry it till you see that the oil separates and from the egusi, and you see the egusi is well fried before you continue the other processes. So here I am adding water. It's best to add water little at a time, so that you don't have a runny or too watery egusi, except if you are making that type. So I'll add my water, mix. If the consistency is not okay, I'll add more. This is the consistency I have now. I can add a little bit more water to this if I want. I can also decide if I have more egusi powder to add to this if I feel it's too watery for me, but I'm going for this very consistency. Here is what I want. So here is my chopped onions. I'm here to cook my protein, I mean my fish and my meat. You might use one or more of protein. Can you add pomo? I even asked for okporoko, but the person that did the shopping for me, I don't know, it seems she forgot to buy or she didn't get okporoko. I don't know why I didn't see it. I love using okporoko in my egusi. So other times, instead of using just ordinary water, you can decide to use your beef or chicken or fish stock instead of water to even give it a more intense flavor. So I'm just adding some onions to this. This is optional. You can decide to fry your onions without adding to your egusi. You can also decide to add a little bit of onions to egusi while you still fry another onion in your oil. It depends on what you want. So I just added a little bit of onion to my egusi. I'm just going to mix it in while I set my red oil on fire. So I've mixed in my onions now. As you can see, the egusi paste is thicker than when we just started mixing, and that's because it tends to absorb water, just like when you soak garri and leave it for a while. It tends to absorb water and thickens up. So that's how this egusi is too. And this is the style I learned while growing up in my own home. So I'm mostly used to this style. So here is my washed locust bean, my iru, which I shall be frying in the oil. So here is my pot on fire. Just want it to get dry and heated before I add my oil. So here it is. The amount of oil you're going to use depends on how oily you want your egusi. If you want an oily egusi like this, you add more oil, but not too much. Yes, you will just add a little. So this is our egusi. As our oil is heating up, we would fry our iru and the onions. So I'm adding the onions now. You can hear the sound of the oil sizzling. So here I am. Here my oil and the locust bean is still frying. Yeah, I keep stirring. I'll start adding my egusi now. So the sizes you put into the oil is dependent on you. Just ensure it fries properly. So I'll continue with the addition and I'll be back. So I'm done adding all of my egusi and I've stirred some of it that were already on fire earlier, already frying earlier. So I'm going to allow this to keep frying while I'll be turning. You can see. So this style can also give you lumps egusi, just that it's not going to be that big size, those chunky sizes. So allow it to keep frying under low heat, please. Yeah guys, you are still frying. I added some pepper. So I added some pepper off camera. You can see our egusi is coming up now. For you to know if it is fried, you see it's no longer wet or whitish as it was when we began frying. So I'll fry a little bit more. It's getting so fragrant and everything is just going nice. Like I should just take this with pounded yam now. So as you can see, my egusi is well fried now. Yeah, I'm just going to remove it and I'll start cooking my meat because I haven't cooked my meat earlier. So I'll start cooking. I'll drop this down. Once I'm done cooking my meat, I'll bring it back and add to this. I'll bring the stock and everything and add to it, adjust my seasoning, the tastes, and that will be all. While my meat is cooking and fish, I'm just preparing my leaf, washing them, getting them set. Welcome back. My stock is ready and I've added it to my egusi. Here it is cooking again. So I'm just going to allow this to cook for a while. Then I'll add in my leaf. Taste it. If there is need for any adjustment, I will do just that. So while I wait for my soup, which is cooking, I was breaking some kernel. Reliving childhood memory. I love palm kernel, and fortunately for me, the school I went to, my first secondary school, had different kinds of palm tree there. So I just got to Sabo Market I think about a month ago or so, and I bought some palm kernel. After eating it, then I kept the seed to dry so that I can chew on it. This is very good for gari. If you went to boarding school where you have palm kernels or palm tree, I believe you would know. This is all I could break. So far, this is the soup. It's ready. I've also made my wheat and it tasted so nice. I wish you were here with me. Thanks for staying by today. See you next time. Assalamu alaikum. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe.